Hello everyone, welcome to the Concept X. So today in this video we are going to discuss about the types of respiration. So number one is pulmonary respiration. Pulmonary respiration is a kind of gaseous exchange in between the alveoli of lungs and the surrounding atmosphere. So this is the concept or definition of pulmonary respiration. So we'll just differentiate, disintegrate this kind of respiration. So what does it actually mean in the definition? What are these points basically? What are the basic meaning of this kind of respirations? So we'll just understand. So we'll understand what is the concept of what the exact definition and what is the meaning of the definition. So let's draw the diagram. Let's suppose this is the lungs. Okay, this is one lung and this is the another lung. We know this depression is called the cardiac depression because of the presence of heart. So this is our left lung, this is right lung. So we know that we have lots of alveoli are present. So for example, this is kind of alveoli. I am just drawing so that I have to explain something inside the alveoli. That's why I draw this alveoli in largely. So next, there is a trachea is attached. This is called the trachea, and this is the surrounding. Okay, this is the surrounding, and with the help of the nose, the person used to. So with the help of a nose, person will remove the content or carbon dioxide from our lungs to atmosphere. So this is the atmosphere. So what happens if the carbon dioxide, CO2, if the CO2 will come out in atmosphere and pure oxygen, if it enters inside that alveoli, then in that case it is called as the pulmonary respiration. Definition: what is gaseous exchange in between alveoli of lungs and the surrounding atmosphere. So this is atmosphere. So exchange in between carbon dioxide and oxygen. So during exhalation will remove carbon dioxide to atmosphere, and during inhalation will inhale oxygen to our alveoli. So this is the concept of pulmonary respiration. So these are the alveoli. So carbon dioxide, whatever amount of carbon dioxide which is present inside the alveoli, during exhalation will forcefully remove all that content to the atmosphere, and during inhalation will inhale the pure oxygen into our alveoli. So in between alveoli and atmosphere, the exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen is called as pulmonary respiration. Now let's come to the point, what is the external respiration? The second one is external respiration. So external respiration is nothing but, for example, this is one alveoli and this is a blood vessels. So this is alveoli present inside our lung, and this is pulmonary capillaries. These pulmonary capillaries is present at the surroundings of that kind of alveoli. So if it is alveoli, this capillary is surrounded and is surrounding, or it's present in all the side of our alveoli. So it basically cover the alveoli and form a respiratory membrane. So these alveoli, so now you see this alveoli, whatever is present, this alveoli is rich in, for example, oxygen. So these oxygen will automatically go to the pulmonary capillary, and pulmonary capillary, whatever the carbon dioxide present, it will come to the alveoli. So is this carbon dioxide, it is a kind of, this carbon dioxide, it come from the heart through the pulmonary arteries. So this pulmonary artery, now this pulmonary artery will withdraw the carbon dioxide to our alveoli, and so we have to make a separate structure. For example, suppose this is okay, because we cannot withdraw the same blood or carbon dioxide and oxygen in the same arteries. Okay, so these are two different, so there is a distinct separation. Why I have put this black barrier over here? Because the carbon dioxide, it is carried by pulmonary artery from heart during the contraction of heart, and from that, if it is a pulmonary artery, and this is it's not directly the pulmonary artery capillaries, and this is the pulmonary vein capillaries. So not directly the pulmonary vein or not directly the pulmonary arteries, these are the capillaries which form the respiratory membrane. So these small capillaries, one capillary is the branch of our pulmonary vein. So when pulmonary vein carrying some kind of carbon dioxide from our heart, then it branched out, and one particular capillary is covered and it runs nearby our alveoli, or it's covered our alveoli, or that alveoli is present at the lungs. Okay, so this pulmonary artery is rich in carbon dioxide, we know that. So this carbon dioxide will withdraw inside the alveoli, and as the alveoli reach in oxygen, which is received by during the pulmonary respiration. So the during pulmonary respiration, oxygen comes to our alveoli, and that alveoli now, it will automatically go into our pulmonary veins or the capillaries of pulmonary veins. So exchange between the pulmonary capillaries and alveoli, it is called the external respiration. So if we write the definition like gaseous exchange of alveoli and pulmonary capillaries is called as external respiration. So gaseous exchange between alveoli, we know that alveoli, this is the alveoli, and pulmonary capillaries. So this is the pulmonary capillaries. So pulmonary capillaries basically covers our alveoli. So if it is alveoli, then one part it will carry the carbon dioxide, and that carbon dioxide will withdraw inside our alveoli, and oxygen will go to the other pulmonary capillaries. Then that pulmonary capillaries from each and every alveoli will form the pulmonary vein, and that pulmonary vein will go to our left atrium. So we know that thing. So this is the external respiration. So next is the internal respiration. So what is internal respiration? Let's assume this is a cell and this is a blood capillaries, and this is the nucleus. So this is our cell and this is blood capillaries. So after the external respiration, when alveoli withdrawn its oxygen into the pulmonary capillaries and pulmonary capillary withdraw its carbon dioxide into alveoli, our blood is now rich in oxygen. So now if that oxygen comes, for example this is the oxygen, and our cell produce lots of carbon dioxide during the cellular respiration. We'll get to know what is cellular respiration very shortly. During cellular respiration, lots of carbon dioxide produced, and now inside our blood capillaries we have lots of oxygen. Now if that oxygen comes to our cell and cell withdraw its carbon dioxide into that capillaries, then during that exchange between blood capillaries and cells of tissues is called as internal respiration. So what is internal respiration? It is the exchange of gases between the blood capillaries and cells. So it is called the internal respiration. So internal respiration is nothing but the exchange of gases between blood capillaries and cells. Blood capillaries and cells, in between them if there is an exchange going on, then that is called the internal respiration. So it is a blood capillaries which is rich in oxygen, and during cellular respiration inside our cell lots of carbon dioxide is produced. So that carbon dioxide will withdraw inside our blood capillaries and oxygen will withdraw inside that cell. So during that exchange we termed it as the internal respiration. So we can call it as internal respiration. So now next one is cellular respiration. Fourth one is the cellular respiration. So cellular respiration, it is somewhat different. For example, this is cell, this is nucleus. So we know that our cells has oxygen and glucose. With the help of oxygen and glucose, our body formed ATPs plus carbon dioxide. So when our body makes some kind of ATP for its the growth and development and everything, because ATP is the source of energy in biomass or in biological substance or living organisms. ATP is somewhat the main energy source. So these ATP is produced by cells, and these ATP when it is produced along with ATP, some kind of carbon dioxide is also produced. So these carbon dioxide, then during that internal respiration, it will exchange in between that blood capillaries, and oxygen will received by our cell. This is the internal respiration. The cellular respiration, when cells consume oxygen and remove carbon dioxide, then it is called as cellular respiration. So what is the cellular respiration? Within cell, the metabolic reaction that consume oxygen and give off carbon dioxide during the production of ATP is termed as cellular respiration. So in cellular respiration, there is not directly exchange. There is no direct, you cannot see directly the exchange between two things, because you can see our cell consuming lots of oxygen molecules along with glucose, and it is given off some kind of carbon dioxide. But our cell is not going to use that carbon dioxide again. It will only use that oxygen. It is using oxygen to produce ATP and carbon dioxide. So our cell is not intentionally making carbon dioxide. During the production of ATP, automatically carbon dioxide is formed because there is a metabolic reaction going on. So during that reaction, carbon dioxide forms. So during internal respiration, these carbon dioxide automatically go to the blood vessels, and new oxygen molecule will automatically come to the cell, and then again the oxygen and glucose will combine and they will form ATP and carbon dioxide, and this cycle is continuously going on. So the cellular respiration, we can term it as cell use oxygen and glucose to form ATP. Our cell is intentionally making ATPs, but along with ATPs to form ATP and carbon dioxide. So along with ATP, automatically carbon dioxide is formed. So it is called a cellular respiration. Inside the cell, there is a uses of oxygen along with glucose to form the ATPs and carbon dioxide. Okay, only within the cell. There is no other things is present here to exchange something. There is no exchange, you can see. So this is called the cellular respiration. Cellular respiration we can call as when our cell use oxygen and glucose molecule to produce ATP and given off some kind of carbon dioxide, and this respiration process is called as cellular respiration. So hope you like this content. Thank you.